guys, so I have not sat down to film in a really long time, and this feels a little weird. I've been really bad at uploading recently. It's not been a thing that I've been wanting to do, and it's just because I've been lazy. It's not because I don't enjoy YouTube or whatever, it's just because I'm a lazy potato. But I'm going to try and get back into it. I really am. Today's video is not about why I've been MIA from YouTube. It's about NaNoWriMo. So if you guys have been around on my channel, you know that I love NaNoWriMo. And if you guys don't know what NaNoWriMo is, it's National Novel Writing Month, and it takes place every November, and then a mini one, Camp NaNoWriMo, takes place every April and July. But NaNoWriMo November is coming up, which means that we're in Preptober, which is where people kind of prepare for NaNoWriMo, and it hasn't been happening. I literally just tweeted earlier today, so Preptober not happening or something like that, and then I did a gif of procrastination from SpongeBob. So that's how my life's going right now. I've done literally nothing to prep for NaNoWriMo, but I thought in this video maybe I'd get myself jazzed up for the month of November, and just kind of talk about my plans for the month. But yeah, let's just talk about my NaNoWriMo 2017 plan. So obviously I'm going to try and reach the 50,000 word goal that NaNoWriMo presets for you. With 50,000 words in 1 month, that means 1,667 words every single day. And if there's a day where you miss it or you don't write as much, you gotta do some catch up. And let me tell you, catching up is not fun. It's not fun. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Brittany, what are you writing this NaNoWriMo? Well, I'm gonna rewrite last year's NaNoWriMo project. So last year I wrote my young adult magical realism contemporary type novel named Rewind. I have a lot of videos where I'm talking about it, a lot of writing vlogs where I'm working on it. You guys can even go check out last NaNoWriMo's monthly vlog where I talk about it, but it didn't go very well. I wasn't not prepared. It was not a thing that should have happened. It was just bad. But if you guys don't know what Rewind is about, it's about the main protagonist, Joe Carter, who has kind of fallen off the path of life, and her life's just kind of going downhill, and then one day her mom buys her this typewriter, this old vintage 50s typewriter, and she gets magically transported into the 50s. It's kind of like this alternate dimension sort of kind of thing. She has a whole different life and has to adjust to it, and it really forces her to reanalyze her life in some ways and change her for the best. So that's kind of what it's about. I do want to tweak it a bit this year. I'm changing the ending, which I know my friends are really angry about, because they know roughly how it originally ended, and I'm completely snowballing that and changing it. So they're kind of angry at me, mainly Lorena. I am sorry. I'm thinking that because I do want to print Rewind out from CreateSpace eventually, I did promise Lorena that I would put this original ending as extra content in the back, just to kind of please her, so she can kind of pretend that this new ending never happened. But I do feel like this new ending is really important and really makes a lot more sense than the original ending. I feel like the original ending I wrote for me, and wrote for my friends, wrote what we wanted to happen and not what should happen, and that's something that you should never do. You should never write what you want. You should write what needs to be written, and the ending is not what should have happened, and I've realized that now, a year later, that that's not what should have happened. There's a lot of work in Preptober that I have to do before I can go back to rewriting the book. So I do want to salvage some things from the original draft. The original draft was never really fleshed out. It's literally 52,000 words. 52, 1,000 or something like that. It's 144 pages. There's no meat to it. It's missing a lot of stuff because I was lazy. I wasn't feeling it. And it's just god awful. It's really bad. But there are some parts that I feel like are salvageable. There are some scenes that I did really like, some dialogue that I loved. So I do want to take those elements from the original draft and kind of put them into this draft, this rewrite of the book. So in Preptober, what I have to do is I have to print out the original draft and kind of just read through it, because I need to get a big picture idea of what the novel looks like at the moment, because honestly I don't really know. I just got bits and pieces in my head, so I need to just read through it and just see what the novel's like. So I just need to kind of read through it, pick apart what's there and what I can keep and what should never see the light of day, and obviously whatever I do keep will go under some editing when I like rewrite it. I'm definitely going to be looking at my old outline and keeping the main idea of the story, but I do want to add a lot more crap in there. One thing I really lack as a writer is subplots and fleshing things out. I very much so rush things, and I've always kind of been that way, but that's what editing is for, that's what rewriting is for. So I know that last year writing this book in NaNoWriMo did not go well, but I am hoping that this year I can get something better. But NaNoWriMo is really where I get the most work done and where everything just goes a lot better than when I just normally like write. So I am just really hoping that this NaNoWriMo can help me kind of rewrite the book, because hopefully I will be printing it out at some point next year, probably next summer. I do have a cover, spine, and back cover all ready to like print. So that's really exciting. So basically Preptober is gonna consist of me rereading the Nano draft from last year of Rewind, and then, you know, kind of going through that and editing it and picking it apart. And then I also kind of like on the side while I'm doing that is also research, because I feel like I just didn't have a good enough understanding of the 50s. Like, I understand the basics of it, but I kind of just took the like good fluffy side of the 50s, you know, with the music and the like the outfits. Like I took the good parts of the 50s and just ran with that. I didn't put anything that was actually going on in the world in the story. So I need to figure out where my story takes place, because Canada in the 50s was probably quite different than the States in the 50s or like anywhere else in the world. And there's also like people weren't as accepting back then as they are now, and I do know that people aren't very accepting now as well, but we have come a bit of a way, like we have improved a little bit. So I need to like research the racism and the homophobia and the sexism, and I need to figure out what was going on with that at the time that my story takes place, and I need to incorporate all of that into the story as well, make everything very relevant to the time that it is taking place in. Jo, you know, she's from the future. She's from 2016. I might make it 2017 now. But like, she's from the future, and so when she comes back, she's accepting of people of color. She's accepting of people who are not straight. She's accepting of the LGBTQ plus community. So she's like accepting of things that people from the 50s are not necessarily accepting of. And so people from the 50s are going to be like, the hell you doing? Why you promoting that? Why you accepting that? That's not how we roll, or just something of the sort. Like, I just need to like put that dynamic of the 50s to present day and how that kind of clashes. So it's Thanksgiving today in Canada, and my house smells fantastic. I can smell my mom cooking potatoes. I'm so happy. Okay. Yeah, I need to research more in depth. I also need to do a lot more character work. I feel like my characters are very flat, especially Lucy and Peter, because they're siblings, so I don't have their backstory kind of all figured out. Jo has a bit more depth to her, but I kind of just need to figure out everything. Everyone needs to have a story, and I need, you know, to have them all fleshed out. Obviously not everything is going to get done this month. Obviously not everything is going to be perfect this month, but you know, I'm really hoping that I can get a good basis down to start writing it next month. So yeah, that's kind of my 2017 NaNoWriMo plan for Preptober and then actual NaNoWriMo. I haven't set up my NaNoWriMo page yet, just because I don't know how well this month is gonna go. If this month does not go well in the planning department, then I probably won't be participating, which will really bum me because I've done it for the past 2 years. and I really want to continue to do it. So I really hope that this month can go well, but so far it's literally the 9th and I have done next to no work. So I'm really hoping that I can do something soon and just work really hard. I need to get into that work ethic of like working on it every day or working on it every other day, because once NaNoWriMo starts, if I am participating, I'm gonna have to write every single day. I really disciplined myself over NaNoWriMo, and I think I might do like a reward system, because it's gonna be right after Halloween, obviously, so I'm gonna have some candy. So maybe I'll do like candy as treats, like no candy unless you write this many words, you know, something like that, because I do love my candy, and I do love candy when I'm writing, which is why I love that NaNoWriMo is in November. If you guys are participating in NaNoWriMo 2017, definitely let me know. Add me on NaNoWriMo. I will probably add my NaNoWriMo page down below, so you guys can go add me as a buddy if you want. That's exciting. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are participating in NaNoWriMo down below in the comments. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what your Preptober plan is, and let me know if you've ever participated / won NaNoWriMo before, because I'd really love to know. NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, whatever kind of NaNoWriMo, and just let me know. It'll be fun. It'll be great. So let me know what's going on with you at NaNoWriMo, and I'm really excited to read you guys' comments. Comment, please. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for being so MIA recently, but hopefully I will come back somewhat regularly with some videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I recently hit 330 subscribers, and I just want to thank you guys so much, because in January we just hit 200,